mute my music. Just a quick visit back, guys. I've been trying to go live for the longest time, but it just seems not to be. There I am. I've just got notified on my own computer that I'm actually on. Fantastic. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. There I am. No guest as yet, but that's okay. Yes, it is. Jess Palmer. Much love to you, Jess. So, yeah, I'm not dead. I'm not gone anywhere or anything like that. Well, I might be dead. I don't know. It's yet to be determined. Are you just JP? Yeah, so, happy Sunday. Double flat thumbs to infinity thrice. I cannot basically do double flat thumbs. Oh, Prometheus Peanut. That was such a lovely comment this morning. You nearly had me crying. You really did. That was so lovely. People are so kind. It's nice when you wake up, right? And like, you know, it's Britain in it. So it's everything looks post-Armageddon. And then you have, I love you, Martin. To wake up. Because that was my first comment, really, this morning. So I am Brian Bachin. Ugh. So let me tell you about all the exciting things that are coming on Flat Earth British. Oh, I thought I could moderate you up there from there, though, Brian, but I couldn't. So, Andrea, dear, this is going to be an exciting week. Have you seen on India, who is Holistic Media's channel? Because you're on the cover of her thumbnail with our Hippie Shake. Because next Thursday, apparently on Hippie Shake's channel, I will share this out so we can all go over. India's been making some fun videos of us all singing songs. It's all really lovely. Quite hilarious in parts, and that will be on Thursday. So keep an eye on that. So I've been working away, but as I said, you know, to do a Flat Earth British vlog, actually to prepare it, takes a month of Sundays to do, guys. You'll be very, very surprised. And, you know, you need a clear 3-4 hours before the event to actually get it all together, go through it in your mind, to be able to present it for 3 hours plus. So the whole thing takes about all day, all day. And I haven't had a clear day without something going on to be able to just do that. So do excuse me, but life, you know, carries on and stuff. And I've had a really busy week anyway. It's been really good. So I posted on my community page this week, or on video shorts, YouTube shorts, which seem to do really well. I don't think they actually stop them. This curious blob stuff that we found on a South Wales beach. I've had it sort of verified that it's some rare type of limestone that is only indigenous to the South Wales coast where I live. So probably not a fortune of whale puke, unfortunately, because I got told that was about 100 grand's worth, just laying there on a beach in Cardiff, which is probably unlikely. So, Sir J. Leaker FEB, love to you all. Flat thumbs are on me from my brother Steve Richards. How's it going, Steve? How's life on the water there, my brother? Edna Bell, thank you, Edna. I seen your first lovely, kind comment about our beloved brother, Doc Michael. I don't know the circumstances, but you heard all of this through the grapevine, especially when it's the truthers. And, you know, I see us all as like, you know, we all stood up and we're all like superhuman beings. So it does affect me more. Or anybody, you know, it's like I get a fluctuation in the force. And I noticed that, you know, he was a very supportive, kind gentleman that was always good to everyone in my chat. And it was a joy to have him around. So, yeah, he'd be missed. He'd be missed. Let's not... Oh, the Babylon. We got some police action, guys. Police and thieves in the street. So let's have a spy at the police. So that was weird the other day. So me and my son walked in the street and there was like a police car parked outside. So I'm like, well, obviously it's not for me. That's the junkies down the road that are locked up, by the way. So it's all gone quiet and lovely. Karma is a bitch. And there was a police car parked outside with 4 police women in it. So I was like, hello, hello, hello. They say that 3 times. They're casting a spell, them evil witches, them police. Hello, hello, hello. They are doing that, because anything 3 times. I know Kylie Minogue does the same. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. She says it 3 fucking times. 3 times lucky is Loki, Loki is Lucifer. Anyway. So yeah, 4 copper womans. So I was like, oh, what's going on here? And then they were all like beaming smiles. And there was one in the back with glasses who looked like, you know, like the deer in the headlights thing that I get occasionally. Like, hi, Martin. So like Lawrence looked at me, he was like, I think you've got some fans, Martin. So I definitely think they were parked outside to check out all Flat Earth British, because they weren't here, obviously, because, you know, I don't think I've ever had like a dishonest criminal thought. In my existence, I have naughty thoughts, but that's completely different, isn't it, to you know, dishonesty. Anyway, ooh. Misty World. So yeah, anyway, so I wanted to go live last night, but I had family, things were going on, and by the time everyone, like, my place goes quiet, it's like 8 o'clock, and my eyes were like literally shutting. And I can't just automatically turn on the fantasticness when I'm like, oh, I think I better have an early night tonight, which I did. And I slept like a little baby. I had beautiful dreams. I'm having fucking awesome dreams, guys. Like, awesome coochie worlds. Maybe it's because it's dark and it's wintry getting, I do not know. So yeah, we're going to talk about loads of things on my next post. I got that ready. Lots been happening this week. I think I got a little bit of a shoutage on Joe Rogan, which is probably one of the biggest podcasts on earth. So he's heard about Tartaria, and he's been wording up with Alex Jones along as well, with our Eddie Bravo. Somebody sent me 2 videos that are on Telegram, but I've sort of weirdly blocked myself from Telegram. I don't know how this has happened, but I can't get back on there to view them, but apparently I'm in them. So that's good, because if it's Tartaria or mud flood related, eventually they all come our way, don't they? You know, albeit through John, they all eventually come our way. So that's a good thing. Also, I go to Dutch Sensi's channel. Dutch Sensi's been subscribed to me, or the Celtic Tartarian channel, for maybe 5 years or so. And he's well up on New Madrid. He's well up, you know, I look into earthquakes and stuff. So he's been finding some really interesting correlations between star thoughts, modern military installations being put near or on the old star thoughts, and earthquakes. He thinks that earthquakes have something to do with it. So it's really interesting what he's proposing. He's throwing it out there at the moment. And I talked to him in chat. There was 4,700 people in his chat. And he gave us a big shout anyway. So he's gone fucking mud flood crazy. We know what this is like. It's like 2015 with flat earthness. It's like, this is fucking fantasticus. So he's gone on that buzz at the moment, as does Sensi. So I have tried to get him over, but I can understand that he's a busy person. And plus, most people, most of the time, just keep up my way, I've noticed. But that's with good reason. So there I am. If I turn my phone onto the other side, like, why don't he put his phone on full, right? Well, I tried it on my iPhone, and when I switched it, right, you'd all have to watch me side on, which is stupid. So, Annabelle, we love you, Ed, Annabelle. You are so very, very kind. TW, afternoon, lovely. Good to see you soon as well. Remember the future. Okay, so I was talking to my friend this morning, and I'm not sure if this is true. We'll have to go through this. We'll have to go through one of those FEB. Let's have a think about that for a second moment. So this was iSocial Ripper. Joe Rogan, he's gone mud flood. He says he's been looking at Tartaria Ripper, and basically, Eddie Bravo been wording him up on Mudflood and Tartaria, because he's gone crazy for it too. So, like I said, eventually they all end up coming this way. Anyway, so my friend prostrated this morning, right, that Humans are the only creatures on Earth in this realm that are aware of their death. Okay, okay. Well, I disputed that claim. Because I thought to myself, well, some animals seem like they're really shitting themselves when they're going to get killed and that. So apparently, the thing is, they say in psychology, that the human being is the only thing in this realm that is aware of its apparent demise. So, like if you had a manky dog that had, say, cancer or something, it would not be aware of its impending death. It would be just like, oh, this day sucks, hey ho, on with the show. I don't think that's true. What did they ask the dog? Hey, dog, you aware you're going to die? Or any of the animals. They can't really ask the animals. So, how do they know what the animal's thinking? I'm not buying that anyway. So, like with the fish, yeah, so they've just like passed new fish laws, haven't they? Now they can't just go and drag fish out of the sea and then just whack them about or what have you, and then we all get to eat them. Now it's got to be done humanely, by electrocution, apparently, because fish, they feel pain, and apparently they're quite sensitive, and they remember stuff. Fish, do you know fish can do mathematical calculations? Did you know fish can do mazes? Did you know fish can build buildings? Well, take a look at the pufferfish. The pufferfish will build a star fort with mathematically perfect geometry. Fish, guys, fish. So they're very, very self-aware, are the fish. So if they're going all humane on the fish right now because they realise the fish is getting a shit time when it's been murdered, okay, then that must be the same for all the animals too, mustn't it? Like cows, for example. So they're all queuing up in the queue in the slaughterhouse. Okay, if you are eating a beef dinner now, don't even worry about it. It's too late. I had shepherd's pie. I'm good with it. I think to myself, from my perspective, I think, well, I'm holy. So the animal has died, so I can bring a greater truth to humanity, aka it's the Lord's work. I'm not having anything to do with it. I'm hungry, and my body tells me I'm meat mad. The winter's coming. There's famine on the way. Fucking eat, yeah. All of them salad dodgers, they're going to have real trouble when the food disappears, which it is, by the way. My shop is gone like to humdrum, which is ravioli. Armageddon food no one else wants, which is prawn cocktail crisps. Okay? Because nobody wants prawn cocktail crisps. They're the only ones left in a six-pack. Aren't they? And ravioli. Because let's be honest, no cunt likes ravioli. Do they? No, of course they don't. That'd be fucking stupid. Stupid. I said that 3 times. That makes it true. Yeah. So anyway, I don't think animals, I think they're probably aware, I'm not buying that. Unless they can give me proof, and, that animals have no awareness of their impending death. Then I'm going to go with, I'm not so sure about that. So let's put that out there for school of thought. I also had somebody, remember Bavaria was going down all those years ago because Armageddon was brewing. Armageddon is happening, and now everyone's suddenly, oh, I think we should run away, Martin. What do you think? It's like, well, I told you years ago, and then you all went like and fucked off and did other stuff, and nobody actually gave a shit. And then I set up Bavaria, Queensland, which turned out a clusterfuck. I sent everyone to Jimmy fucking Savile, didn't I, indirectly? So I was like scared to death of doing any more fucking Bavarias at all. But everyone is on to me, apparently. Get a boat. I don't know what to do now. I've tried all that. It's too late now, maybe. Unless somebody donates a couple of thousand or a few acres of land, then maybe we can get something together. So what else have I been thinking about? I've been thinking about famine, because I've been looking into famine in the past. Basically, the famine of India, recent times, killed millions. China, Cultural Revolution. And, obviously, the Russians. They are masters at famine. And the Armenian genocide as well, which was famine. And let's not forget the potato famine of the 19th century. So these narratives, now they've chucked out a couple of the horsemen, haven't they? They've done the pestilence. That was bullshit and wank. They've done the war. Well, that was bullshit and wank. Famine. Well, they just create shortages because obviously they got loads of shitty GMO packed up food full of water for everyone to have forever. The real food is astronomical. Pinbone steaks are like I don't know, a tenner or something. It's all gone. If you want good food, it's top prices now. Top prices. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Not to keep anything gloomy or anything, but it is something that it should be talked about because it is something that I see happening, albeit a psyop, as most of this stuff is, created shortages for more control of everybody else. So I've been thinking about joggers as well. Joggers. That's really unhealthy. Don't do that. Don't jog. Jogging looks gay. They look like they're running like girls. It's like fast walking, isn't it, jogging? It's improper. Okay, it's improper. And why? You're not keeping fit. You're hyperventilating car fumes through your skin. You're not breathing properly. And you're causing yourself shin splinters because you're not supposed to run on a hardened road. So let's be honest, jogging's not really healthy. Now, do you see in any of these old Victorian stroke Tatarian films any fucking joggers? No, no. When did they show up, jogging? When did jogging become a thing? See, I think it's like cyclists, joggers, nuns. I think women. I think they all got like there's a conspiracy. I think they're all winking at one another against the rest of us guys. I'm not really actually sure. But there's something going on. Okay. None must pass. Well, unless you're a nun, of course. Then you can pass. So another thing I'm going to be talking about, this is not one of my moments of genius. This is somebody called Flux Capacitor, who told me that was their moment of genius. So I'm going to concur it back to you that it probably was. And it is this. It is this. Is facial recognition bullshit? Is facial recognition just like TV license detector vans? The thing is, I had real trouble about renewing my passport with these glasses, and I said, "Well, yo, guy, I walked through there with glasses on in the airport to this Chinese guy. Anyway, I ended up having murder, banned from that post office for the rest of my life, accused of all sorts. No, two post offices I've got banned from over this, and my passport photograph, which seems to be unsatisfactory on all of them occasions, which is why the rows broke out. Well, not rows, just me being me. So anyway, the story is, right, that if you're a family member, say, gets a pair of glasses, you can literally pass them in the street. They become unrecognisable. What about weight loss? Say somebody had their passport photographed done and then managed to get themselves a really gnarly methamphetamine problem. No, really. And then look like Skeletor with all them deep black inset AD eyes. Yeah? What about them? It ain't going to show up, guys. It's fucking bullshit. What about the masks with all the Rona? Yeah? Facial recognition. Beep, 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 beep. It's them. What about weight gain? So 1 minute, you're like, that. And the next minute, because you basically ate a load of Snickers, you're like that. How does facial recognition get you through? Well, it might be bullshit. Makes sense that it's bullshit. Everything they do is bullshit. So that one, I don't know. I think with glasses, weight changes, people change drastically, don't they? You can have some people who look completely fucked within years, can't you? Or the other way, but not very often. Anyway, so yeah, we had a couple of good shouts this week. So I got a feeling, not a feeling. I got an inkling. Okay, no, I got a hunch. I got a better than that. Better than that, right, guys? I got an FEB hunch. Spidey senses tingling about Tartaria and Mudflood getting really, really massive in the year 2023. Because I think it's primed, and plus it's been brought up on the biggest podcasts. Plus, I notice all some of the biggest channels like Dutch Sense and others as well. That Big Wank Productions. I can't remember his name. He's got to have a squillion subs though. Talking about all this. Yeah, he discovered it. So it's fucking fantastic that is happening, and I definitely think this is going to be an opening up subject because it's multi-leveled and there's so many aspects to this subject. It's quite unbelievable. It really, really is, isn't it? So I've got a few etymological things. I've got a load of pictures and books that I found to show to you, and they'll be, well, I'd have done it tonight, but basically Globebusters is on in a bit, and I do like to watch that on a Sunday night. It's part of my I don't watch that many shows, but that is a bit of flat earth sort of tradition, isn't it? Keep an eye on it all. That's what we do. Or the etherists. So I've been looking into evolution as well. I found a book that was talking about evolution maybe 40 years before, well, Darwin's theory of evolution was proposed. Which is really interesting, and there was a few interesting takes on that. I'll talk about that maybe, and loads of etymological breakdowns as well, which we've been doing concerning wells, okay, which we talked about in my last post. Well, again 3 times. So emergency is merchant in sea, obviously another Phoenician watery thing. Admiral, okay, the highest post in the Navy, is admiral. And merchant, so there's a little etymological word evolution with that. So it's emerge from the water, emerge, merge, chant, merch, emerge, merch, chant, merchant. Okay, isn't it funny? Chant is a vibration, is a tat-tat, tat-tat. Which gives you merch, like merchant navy. What about you live in a house? You live in a dwelling. 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 Oh yes, oh else. And what about, oh well, never mind. Oh well, never mind. That's good. Just a thought. Oh well, never mind, just a thought. Good that name. So yeah, loads of etymological breakdowns. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I got loads on the go, guys, anyway. And as I said, I'm on a show tomorrow. I will send links out during the day. The thumbnails, etc., have been made by Jen, who is over on the Ripple Effect channel. I think there's going to be another guest on their speaker as well. I'm not actually sure. If I say the name wrong, Sifaru, is there? I might have said that wrong. One of you know. Zal will know. Zal will know. So that's tomorrow night. It might be a latey, though. I might have to stay up late. So I don't know. We'll manage. Martin usually manages. So what's that? Intuitive, divine, feminine. Ooh, let's have a look. Let's have a look what divine feminine is. Deleted a message. Oh, it was hidden. Oh, was it? What an LGBT thing was there? I don't know. It's all gone weird. The whole world's gone fucking weird. Yeah, me and my son went to town a couple of days ago, and it's like I'm old school Brit, innit? You know, I grew up in the punk and skinhead days. You know, you get your head kicked in for wearing glasses when I was a kid. But nowadays you got like blokes, and they're just walking around with like pretty little summer dresses on. No. If my mother was still alive, she wouldn't be able to wipe the smile off her face. Not that she's being un-PC or like homophobic, because my mother was living, let live, and couldn't give a fuck. It's just, that's comical. Yeah. The agenda is just like, you're just such a wanker to fall for such an agenda that they told you to do that and you're just fucking doing it. There's identifying with your feminine side, and there's identifying in with your fucking feminine side, guys. Fuck that for a game of soldiers. Jesus fucking Christ, they need a gun. to make me do shit like that. So what could they throw next? They're going to do something, and, you know, if the weather don't go completely nuts, and then we get some, like, you know, warnings with that, because it has been weird. We had massive temperatures this year. Hurricanes, that's normal. So the weather could do ones. There has been an earthquake increase, I've noticed, on Dutch Senses channel. So something could be picking up with that as well. Do you think they could throw a fake sort of nuclear war? Yeah, because everyone still thinks, you know, most of them, the Muggles, space, evolution, and nukes and dinosaurs, in a lot of people's minds, is still a thing. They talk about it like if it's normal, like real. So they could, like, dirty bomb somewhere, maybe do a little bit of damage, maybe some, you know, somewhere no one gives two hoots about, usually that is. And just be on the television, scare the world. They always find some scaremongering bullshit wank to come out with, don't they? So anyway, so we've got 121 of you. I'm not staying around for long because I'm going to be going off watching Globebusters. I just come to visit you, let you know everything's okay. I do feel terribly guilty and I get in a bad mood when I can't do a Flatterday show. And I had a couple of messages as well. It's like, not like, what gives, man? What the fuck you playing at? Or anything like that. But it was more or less, what gives, man? What the fuck you playing at? I don't know. I have a lot ongoing, guys. It's not all just fucking me doing productions and stuff. You know, I write, I do research, I read, I have friends, I go places. If I was to sit in here every fucking day, I wouldn't be able to be creative, guys. I'd have no inspiration. I wouldn't be able to do shit, yeah? I would stagnate in here if I had to stay in here just doing fucking wanky internet, because it is shit. You know, I come from a generation where, you know, you actually, like, we didn't have, like, text messages and stuff. I've actually written letters, you know, letters with little letterheads and stuff, to females. Yeah, and they used to write them back. And we used to get really fucking, I was going to say horny, excited about that. Telephone boxes, yeah? We used to have these things, right, called telephone boxes, way back, yeah? And you used to have 2 pences. And you could do, like, an international call with a stack of 2 pences, but you have to keep jamming them in there. Yeah, beep, 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 beep. Jam it in, jam it in, jam it in. And then you get Gibraltar, or wherever you were ringing. I did a lot of international calling in phone boxes when I was a young one. So we got there, Age of Goddess. I had pen pals too, actually written letters. Yeah, same year, Age of Goddess. I tell you what I was into when I was young. I was massive into CB radio. I've always been into radio and communication stuff. Like, my bedroom was just like spaghetti junction for wires. I mean, under my bed, it was just like masses of wires and bits of amplifier, guitars, all sorts under my bed. Well, anyway, I had like a couple of CBs, but I had one scaffold pole outside my bedroom window and a 16-foot dipole on it. So it was like about 30 foot in the air. And I mean, for a 14-year-old boy from Cardiff to be able to talk to truckers going across America was fantastic. I could not believe my luck. I thought, wow, literally shivers I used to have. It was buzzing and they were always lovely. Where you to, big fella? And I'd be like, well, I'm in Wales land, innit? I'm like, Wales. Wales in the UK? Wow, how are you managing to talk to me? I got a CB set up, innit? And I'd be like, wow, Big 10-4, good buddy, Big 10-4. So to me, that was fantastic. It really, really was. I talked to truckers in Alaska, just people all over America, because loads of people had CBs back then. But it got really big over here then in Britain. We were all doing like eyeball, going to meet, 1010s, going to meet people, fellow CBers and stuff. Fucking good days, I tell you. So I was always been into that communication thing. Maybe that's why, I digged having my own TV channels, if you like. It's really good. Lisa Ann, hi Lisa. Eyeball, Big 10-4, Big 10-4. I only a few times done bucket mouth because you've got a thing called a swear meter where they can triangulate you, find out where you live and come around and kick your head in. So bucket mouth was not a good thing. They used to do bucket mouth when I was in the merchant navy, literally, like, but that was really bad fucking racism and stuff, which makes me nuts and want to murder you if you do that in front of me. So there was some of that going on at sea, but, you know, that's what stupid looks like anyway. We find that, don't we? So, Brian Evans, met my missus on a CB. Did you, Brian? What was your handle, Brian? Mine was Lamplighter, my handle. I changed it once or twice, but essentially it was Lamplighter. Where did it come from? You know those old ladies, the little lamps in the Victorian era, or the old blokes? From that. Which is a coincidence, considering what I do now. Isn't it? So, Road Warrior, sweet, sweet. Is that why you got a thing about Kowalski? The last great American hero, yeah? I bet you love Kowalski, do you? The Primal Scream track. Brilliant film, though, I agree. See, I loved Smokey and the Bandit. That was brilliant. But what did they do? They spunked all over it with Smokey and the Bandit 2. Why did they do that? Sequels never work out. Name me one good sequel. Well, apart from Aliens 2. That was good. But make me one good sequel. There's only one Matrix film. There's only one Matrix film. One. Yeah? The first Matrix. The rest was wank. They even changed the fucking article like no one notices. Hmm? And our last new one with the trannies and stuff. Yeah? Fuck no. So there was only one Matrix film. Jaws 1 was quite good. They got more attention on Jaws 2 because I think they introduced a topless woman to it. Do I remember that rightly? Probably clickbaited everyone. Steven Spielberg. So, Nora, are you back? Yes, I've seen you today. How are you? Oh, hello. I didn't realise you were on. Yes, I am on. I am trying to get my proverbial shit together to be able to relay all my stuff in a flat earth British fantastic way. Okay. Meets the meat. I noticed that was the same thing. Because basically, when we used to have flat earth meets years ago, some people didn't want to say meat because they were vegan and didn't think it was right to go to a flat earth meet. Oh, fuck that. I've never actually been tempted to, once or twice I've literally bullshitted and said that I was a vegan, but that was only because of women. But no, I would die if I didn't have my proper Martin diet. I would. I need my proper Martin, proper foods. Okay. So, what's another thing we were wondering, me and my son, I don't know if this is politically correct to even say, it's probably a bit unkind and psychopathic of me to say, but we'll go there anyway, is, now I realise that black magic is probably illegal, and voodoo too, but I reckon there's a big market in tramps tears. Now what I think is, adrenochrome, the pain that's gone into the chrome. So you imagine, right, if you was a little bottle and you was to collect tears of tramps and stuff, okay, make them cry first. No, pay them to cry. Give them drugs, and then you could sell it on the open market. Yeah, the elites would love that shit. Intense misery and sorrow has to be worth a lot of money. But I'm just chucking that out there. Don't go and do it because it would be cruel and improper. And any one of us are basically a month off of homelessness anyway, aren't we? So we can't really take the piss. But I will, because it makes me happy. Makes me happy. So Mike, it's flat out there in Alberta, Canada. It's flat out there, but it's a bit bumpy because we're in Wales and we have bumpy bits like mountains. But overall, yeah, it's level. Just like the water as well is quite level. Good news, my brother Neville is a flat earther now. Oh, sweet Emma. Only been going on to him for years. It takes a long time for the penny to drop, though, with a lot of people because they live in a river in Egypt. That's right, denial. So, Cowboys panel. Cowboys 8 panel. Good to see you. He just blurted out BMT. I don't know what that is. I'm Michelle Cove, Oregon, in the house. We love you, Oregon. And Nathan is your National Memorial Gardens. Cool vibes. So, Bodostava's in the house. Greetings from Flat Austria, Bodostava. It's not really a very Austrian name, but I get you've got a load of Krishna consciousness people in Austria. Rock 64, Beneath the Planet of the Apes is a good sequel. I'm going to give you that. All right, that is a good sequel. I'll give you that. Right, the Planet of the Apes are all good films. All right, I'll give you that. They did replace Charlton Heston with that other bloke, though. I was a bit disappointed in, but he was really good. Can't remember his name. But Charlton Heston, it can't be all about fucking Charlton fucking Heston, can it? Huh? Fucking hell. It's not all about Charlton fucking Heston. So, you can ask me questions, if you like. That'd be interesting and fun. We'll play Truth or Dare. No, because that'll all end at something to do with me and clothes coming off or something dirty. No, we'll just have questions. That will be safer for me. Skate pack. Everything says new and improve. It was year before. Nothing new is under the sun. History repeats itself. And it's all a really, well, actually, it's a very clever trick, but it's becoming very transparent to many, many people. To me, see, because I know I keep saying it, I don't want to keep being like sounding like a broken record, but if there's one of us that is truly awake, then the whole thing is broken. You know, it's just one shining light in a dark room. The whole room lights up, no matter how big it is. Do you see what I mean? So we got millions and millions of us shining lights. And the darkness and the evil is not going to have a chance with us, guys. We're just going to chase them out of this plane. Okay, with our love and good intent. It's the only way we can do it. Super fantasticness, okay? They'll be like, that is not even possible. Are you guys doing magic? We're like, no, fuck no. We're just better and cooler than you. Plus, you're all stupid, and we're not. Which is a big, disability is epic stupidness in this place. I want to be mind controlled. I want my teddy bear. I don't want you to shout at me. Don't make me go out. Don't make me do anything. That person looked at me. What will I do? Hunter Smith. It's not like pray, don't they? I didn't like the changing of Oracle character. No, I liked the first Oracle character. She had freckles and looked cutchy. And I would take a biscuit off the first Oracle. The second one, I was like, so the fuck are you? With the second Oracle in the park before the rain, or the big park fight with 500 fucking agents. But he's a good actor, that agent. I quite like him. Yeah. Kill the humans, kill them all. So, Werewolf. I went to Coventry, the fish show. It was horrible. Did you? I've never really walked around Coventry. That's one city I've never walked around. Been through it umpteen times and this year. But I mean, never had to walk around it. What are my views on simulation theory, says Kevin A. I think it's a very good possibility it's a simulation. Can't prove it's not, but we can sort of prove that there is. I think simulation is just a word, isn't it? It's some highly advanced futuristic computer simulation. Well, let's just, there is that sort of... what is that mathematical equation that they say that if they, is it Burke's? I can't remember. Anyway, they say that exponentially, as where we are now with computers and virtual reality, that eventually, maybe in 100 years, to be able to replicate a reality the same as what we're perceiving now with touch, taste, for all five senses, would be very, very possible. So if it's happening then, and there is no time because everything, coexists simultaneously in the now moment, then it's very possible that they cracked it in the future, they cracked it in the past, and it could be all a simulation. We can interact with it, you see, guys, and we can change reality. The truth is, it just proved that. Did you notice what they just did with the last 2 years? Why do you think they pulled all that shit, guys? Because we called them out. They had no time left. The game was up. They had to show their cards. We know what's going on. How many people now know that they're lying about all this shit? How many people? There's different degrees of it, obviously. Some people believe different stuff. A lot of people will just bring up official stuff like Trump stuff or stuff that they've heard on the news. So yeah, I think I've been looking into simulation theory since my first vlogs 7 years ago, but I was talking about holographic universal theory with, basically the works of Michael Talbot. And I really do think from some of the, what they call magic, but illusions that were carried out in the 1800s, some of these magic tricks, and some of that was going on. Maybe some of the stuff even Dynamo is doing, because some of that doesn't ring true. He's definitely fucking with the Matrix, So some people can bend this place. There's technologies like isokinesis, the ability to be able to change reality as you so please. They show you all of this in Hollywood movies like Doctor Strange, etc., where they use isokinesis there. So Shari is in the house. Jollyman. Werewolf, good to see you. My pal is a mud flooder. He's currently in the UK. Says he feels out of place. Says everyone is a mud flooder. Yeah, everyone. Hopefully, everyone will be a mud flooder because that would be really fantastic. Sam Nimley, good to see you. Wow, first live. I'm new to Flat Earth since September. Oh, nice to see you, Sam. Yeah, I do other stuff, mate. I'm a flat earther, so everything will be under the umbrella of flat earth. But I talk about many, many stuffs. Many, many stuffs. Okay. I like free energy subjects, antiquitech. Definitely the hidden history mystery, because that blows my fucking mind off. That does. There's something weirdly spooky going on with that. And there's all of the splinter arms that comes off it, the Mandela effect stuff, Some of them are definite. There's no way Dolly never had fucking braces, guys. There's just no way she never had braces. Okay, that's just nuts, because that was the joke, and everyone's memory is shared with that. Other stuff I'm not so sure about. The space stuff and all of that. It's just if you have been a flat earther as long as I have, you can see that straight away that it's all harnesses, CGI, augmented reality, understanding the fourth wall, that they are in a studio, and you never ever see what is in front of them because they won't be able to show you. If they turn the camera around when they're doing all of these wonderful things like balancing a ball of water when there's all fucking laptops and computers behind them, and the water would go into them and blow them up, and everyone would die at 17,500 miles an hour. But they don't worry about that because everything is fine. Okay, so this week, I think it was 2 days ago, okay, Space News. Space News is they sent up a Falcon Heavy, apparently, from Fort Lauderdale. The reality is it went up and it came back down and it plopped in the sea in the Bermuda Triangle. But what they say happened with CGI images is they say that they took up a fuck ton of people to the IFS, the International Fake Station. They say they took up a Japanese person, a Chinese person, a Russian, an American. Whoa. A Russian and an American. You did all that wank in the 80s when you were supposed to be having a Cold War and supposed to be having a nuclear war, and then you got all American in one wing of the fucking Soyuz. And the British and the Americans, and they would all hold hands and, this is good for humanity. Let's see, we are good envoys for humanity. We show you how to do peace with one another while all hate is permeated on Earth. What wank. So anyway, yeah, they say that they sent up a load of people. Some of them are supposed to be like at war or arguing. So, Jose Martinez, cognitive reality. Well, reality is another word, isn't it? It's another one of those words that keeps being chucked out there constantly. But what exactly is reality? I think I'm going to find a new word. Universe doesn't fit here anyway, because it's a sort of spacey fucking term, isn't it? Universe, like, is spacey. It's like a spacey word. I like to call it, like, creation, or just as it is, the isness, the nowness. Or do I have to give it a name anyway? So I address, like, I don't say God, I say Lord. I don't say, come on, God. I say, come on, Lord. I don't know if there's something in there. Riff Wars, riff, yeah. They use their elbows. One song, Michael. Well, you know, universe is that, isn't it? You know, just the one verse, and they're all singing the same fucking song. So, yeah, exactly that. Not really thinking outside the box, that, is it, Michael? So, yeah, bang on, bang on. Thank you for taking part. What we can comprehend. Like, COVID was a Cold War honour. Are you lovely? Yeah, it's exactly the same bullshit, isn't it? What they pulled with COVID. They've done it before. They do it again. That one was like big, though. That was like war style, wasn't it? Whole fucking, you know, most people locked in, you know. Except for, like, they can't pull anything with anybody. If they were to say to me, like, you know, well, you haven't, like, we're not going to operate on you or anything because you haven't had your jabs and you're probably covered in germs and shit. I'd be like, get fucked. So, what about Sweden? Well, what about them? They didn't have any of this bullshit. Well, shut the fuck up then. Because they haven't got any answers for any of it. Wasn't only Sweden that didn't do any of this bullshit wankness anyway. So, yeah, they're screwing everyone to the floor in Britain. Is just fucked. I don't know what they are thinking on doing. They can't just make everybody live on the streets, surely to God. Rocker64 says, what, no transgender go into space? You gotta be fucking joking me, haven't you, Rock64? Now, astronauts, you'd think, to be able to survive such harsh conditions and be really, really hard, you know, to be able to, you know, it's a bit like sailing the Atlantic Ocean, only more, if you like, because it's in a vacuum and there's no room for error. They must be like Rambo. Like Rambo / Chuck Norris on acid is what they would have to be. That's not what you get. You get a little fat fuck Chinaman, don't you? With, like, harnesses and fucking square shoulders, because square shoulders are completely fucking natural. And they all eat pizza. They're all big on pizza. There's no like hints or anything there with pizza. And I reckon all these women that are on the ISS with all their hair sticking up, that's spunk. Yeah, we've all seen when when Harry met Sally. We know this shit goes down. Okay, it's golden showers up on the fucking SS. So I might be like ripping into them a bit bad there, but guys, they are devil worshipping evil facts. So no comment. No comment, no comment, no comment, no comment. Do you know your no comment black symbol? It made my heart skip a beat then. I don't know. I was just like, just give me a bad buzz. Sorry. No comment. But you seem really, really pleasant. When you know, you know. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. When you know, you know. That's the end of it. Astronauts. Knowledge is power. Okay, no comment. For no comment, you got quite good comments. No comment. Then a comment. Right, gold colour. Those who have no perception of the divine cannot see past anything, fact theories or hypothesis. In other words, walking animals with no moral grounding. Yeah, it's a bit like them aren't animals we were talking about earlier. They have no concept of being deaf. I had a psycho mate when I was young. And he had no sense of danger. He would constantly be trying to kill himself, and nothing would kill him. And he knew as well, because he had psycho strength, that you could, like, literally just lift cars and stuff. It was weird. And he wasn't even that big, but he had psycho strength. So, That just proves that this place is all his mind, doesn't it? So what's Nora saying? Actually, I think really includes, we can't comprehend. Oh, she talked sorry, Jose Martinez. And I don't know what that's all about. Okay, let's move on. Brian Evans, Michelle Cove. So yeah, in about an hour, a half hour or so, 15 minutes or so, 177 of you. I do appreciate you turning up. Could you please share this out? Sorry to be such a spaz with my Saturday night, but basically, about 8:45 last night, my eyes was like that. And I was falling asleep, and there was nothing I could do about it. My Brian would not engage. Yeah, so it happens. It's called tiredness. I just hate the thought of anyone thinking that I'm actually truthful lazy, because I'm not. I'm like, in the background, I'm running this really big worldwide movement thing going on, guys. And there's a lot of communique and, you know, scheming that goes on in the background. Tony Sachs, good to see you, my brother. Did an American flat earther just win in court as curvature was not proven? I don't know. Not sure when all this happened. No, I haven't heard nothing about that, Tony, but that is really super interesting. Yeah, they'd be fucked in a court case. I've always thought, and many of us have said, they've got nothing, have they? There is no proof for the Globe. There's no proof for any of it. It's just bullshit. Except for CGI and television and what they show you on the internet, of course. But that's not real. I nearly said it, didn't I? That's not the real world. That's not the real world. The real world's not the real world. I need new words. What can I call reality? Let's have a think, guys, together, shall we? Make a little light bulb come on my head. Ping! New word for reality. It's got to be something loving and positive. You know, you can't have it like, you know, new word for reality is pooism or something like that. Would not do. Something good. Okay. Jolly man, much love, my brother. Basic breakfast, full moon with pants on. It'll be up soon in the next 10 minutes. It comes up over by there, and it is massive, massive Rooney. Armageddon is past, loyal Tangy. Well, the great unveiling, yeah, I guess it's ongoing though, really. I don't think we've run its full conclusion. And I'm not done yet as well, so no, I don't think so. I want my Jimi Hendrix moment on stage. I want to set my guitar alight. Bennick Classics, Wagwan, good to see you, and Kinschnurgelgurs and Son the Viking. Good to see you, Schnurg. What's happening, my friend? See what I mean? No Michael in chat. Dot Michael. Miss him. And Brad Forrester, good to see you. So fucking hell, I'd love to be able to crank up every day and do a little hangout. Brian Staveley, he must just like sleep at his computer desk. I don't know how he does it. And he's got that guy on there now. What's his name? Saunders. He's a very wisdomy person, isn't he? He knows a lot of stuff. It's like, he knows a lot of stuff. I mean, how the fuck? He must be watching everybody for the longest time. It's crazy how much he knows. It's like, how does he know all this? So, yeah, Andrea, make sure to look out Thursday for Hippie Shake's mod do. I'll grab a crowd and we'll all go over there and we'll laugh at them videos. You'll see Dave Murphy singing a beautiful rendition of a song. And I'm not even joking. Carrie Cody? So how many people from America land in my chat? Any of you going to Flaktoberfest? Because I'm not. I had to do my own conventions, didn't I? Over here. Because we had that fucking COVID thing going on. I don't know what would happen to me in America. They always get fucked up by the customs and excise. They're either, he's a Brit and he looks typical. You look like John Lennon coming in. Or something like that going on. Because I'd be like, I fucking love you. I'd be kissing the ground at JFK. Or they would be like, tsh, tsh, you look like you might be trouble, son. Probably might be one or the other. So I always juggle with that, with because I've been arrested at airports and stuff more times than I care to mention, and it's never anything that I'm actually doing. It's just the way I look. Yeah, I've never had the rubber glove on though, thankfully. I actually would touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. Okay, no official customs fingers. Thank fuck for that. So Mankeys says Mankey is like mange. It's like the mange. Do you know what? I'm the best person ever for dropping people in it. My friend once, right, said we're going to visit my mate now, Mange, okay? And that was his nickname. But we only ever called him Mange behind his back. So I went into his flat and he was sat there and I went, all right, Mangy? He's going, no, my friend. We only call him that behind his back, Martin, not to his face. So I'm a fucker, but fuck him, because it was only on a quest for good, okay? There was this dirty fucker years ago, and I never liked him. He ran massage parlours, so he was as dirty as he come. He needed badly sorting out, so I did. So he was in my friend's one house, and he was bragging about how he had knocked up or made pregnant his wife and his mistress. Okay, so it was like, right, you cunt. That's what I thought. And then about a month later, he turns up with one of these pregnant women. I thought, right. So, hiya, love. Which one are you then? He said, I'm sorry. I said, well, which one are you? He's got two on the go, hasn't he? There's the wife and the mistress. Which one are you? So I completely destroyed his life. He started shaking. He went pale. I think he was ill for a month or something. And basically grassed him up for all of his dirty shit. Yeah. And obviously his wife, that was his wife that was pregnant, found out that he had a mistress that was also pregnant, and he's in other people's houses bragging about it in front of me. Okay? There's dropping people in it, and there's dropping people in it. So, if you have done any dirty, nasty shit, don't tell me. Dominic, good to see you, my brother. Double flat thumbs, manage. Good to see you, my brother. Hope everything's cushy. Yeah. Did you see? We love that raving thing that Santos Bonacci done. He basically said a message to the Globetrotters. He said, "Go and look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Look into your eyes. That's what stupid looks like." That's what he said to him. And then he called YouTube a cunt factory and other stuff. And then his fucking camera went off all weirdly. What's that, squirrel? Cuts the mustard. Cuts the mustard. I've been doing the Ministry of Silly Laughs because walks is boring and I get bored easy because I got some sort of syndrome that makes me get bored of things really easy. The Ministry of Silly Laughs. My son got a fucking brilliant one. It's the answer to my silly laugh. So I'll do I can't do it actually while I'm laughing because it makes me laugh. But I'll do a silly laugh like, and my son will go, like that, out in public. Okay. Now, it's not to offend. It is to offend. And it's not to be like doing people's head in. It is to do people's head in. But that's why we do it. I like to entertain myself. I usually do an invisible dog walk. I know what you're thinking. Be careful, Martin. They will section you. No, they won't. No, they won't. They won't. I'm way too nuts for that shit. Non-sheep, good to see you. I'm on my 5th jab. It's nice for you. And I don't knock it till you've tried it. Is this? Am I waiting? I'm waiting for the punchline. Is that true? Non-sheep, because that's a very sheepy thing to be able to say. Non-sheep is that you've had 5 jabs, and don't knock it until you tried it. What is it? A buzz? Is it addictive? Sounds a bit like heroin. No comments, cowboys. Anybody else? Edna got a comment? No, it's your life anyway. It's your business. Oh, you're taking a piss. Oh, good. Okay. I was concerned for you then because there's things that can happen to you if you had a jab, you know. Your willy can fly off. Your Brian could explode. All sorts of things. Yes, he is messing, Nora. I know this now. I was wondering what you were doing here. I've had to have like some conversations with straighties over the last couple of months, and they've been like literally talking about COVID to me like it's a real thing. It's like, oh yeah, well it's that new strain now, isn't there? Omicron. And I was like, yeah. I was like, it's really bad, isn't it? Looking down, trying not to smile. Oh, fuck's sake. Somebody said on Facebook this morning that they had a text from the health service about Omicron. So I don't know whether they're going to be throwing all that shit again, guys, about all of it. Hi, Bandana. Much love to you, lovely. How are you today? The jabbed are getting sepsis. They're getting all sorts. Look how many sporty people. Look how many child coffins have been, like, basically purchased. It's supposed to be through the roof. All of the weird deaths, all of the sportsmen's heart attacks, chest complaints. It's just happening all the time. And they're knowing it now as well, because I've seen lots of discussions on Facebook as well, where people who have had it, or just had the one, okay, through they were bullied, and they had no, basically, backbone, they're concerned about their health, and they're concerned about their future. Well, you should have thought about all that shit before you fucking went and took the joy juice, innit? Yeah? Don't stick your hands in the fire. If the government come on a telly and said, stick your fucking hands in the fire, you'll feel better, would you? Well, you wouldn't, would you? Well, they just did that. And worse, actually, because they've had some weird DNA changes, and they're all looking like glazed over the eyes, and they're all thinking the same weird things, and they're all into the same weird culture, completely satanic fucking culture that they're all running here, and they're all really in on it. They're all on the same fucking mindset. I appreciate, you know, people like flock to magnet, you know, go towards like-minded people, but they are all like-minded. They're all on the same fucking buzz. And what they all got in common? They're in the Joy Juice Club, isn't they? Joy Juice Club. Omicron Islands in Antarctica, Dave. I posted that again on my last post I did. Showed that map of Antarctica. Lizzie. Damn, no! Damn them all to hell. That was me in Planet of the Apes 1, being Charlton Heston when he's seen the mud-flooded Statue of Liberty. I know, you thought, fuck no, that was good, Matt. You should win an award. No, I shouldn't win an award. Yeah, I won a flatty back in 2016. Yeah. Best moment of my life. My buddy died of a heart attack. Oh, sorry about that, Panda. And it's sad to hear, you know, these are people, our families and relatives and stuff. It is a great, you know, travesty. It's an abomination what they did of nature to everybody, to inject them with this joy juice. It's like, to me, it's like piss stuff. What they all go on about. It's an abomination. It's like setting a rose alight with your lighter. It's like that's what Satanism is. They fucking piss all over the creation, the beautiful creation, guys, and that's what they do with this Satanism. And that, you know, the thing is, right, you know, with this new mentality of people, like we're giving, you know, the women and the men are all the same now. They're all into these cosmetics, the Botox, the lips. Which, there was a woman in the shop the other day. I had to move back. I thought her lips were going to explode on me, yeah? And fake tits, fake tans, fake nails, fake hair, extensions. And this is fucking, like, right across the board. So it's the same lifestyle of excessive drinking, shitty fucking food, gossiping, shit stirring, and doing all that bullshit. She said, he said, all day long on. And that's the culture of today. Now, if they are hoping, any single one of them, to find love, good luck with that. To meet somebody, firstly, you have to vibrate with them on a vibration, okay? If you're not being yourself, you got no hope in a billion years of ever meeting anyone on your vibration because you're not being yourself. And if you've had all changes and stuff, the hope of meeting anybody that you were meant to be meeting, because on a vibrational level, would be made completely impossible. So for the want of looking better, what they think is beautiful, I think natural, with no makeup and just natural people are beautiful. Yeah. They don't even have to be beautiful, and I see beauty in people. So that I see as ugly. Okay, and they think it's beautiful. It's just the irony to it as well. You know, all of them. You know, they'll sit there, they'll talk about charities and interviews and stuff. And you know, if it was me, I'd say, yeah, all good and well, love, but where'd you buy your clothes? Yeah, do you realise they're made by probably child slaves? And what about that shit all over your face? Yeah, it's probably baby placenta in there. You probably fucking cannibalised your face. And what about the Botox? What about everything else you've done to yourself? What about them fake tits? Yeah, should we go there? You know. And you could just go on, but they got no hope. So they basically, for the want of wanting a better life, they've literally alienated themselves from any chance of finding true happiness. Isn't that ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. It's like rain on your wedding day. Martin is very like Remy Martin. Isn't that a brandy? Is that a person? Remy Martin. I can fucking Google that now. Shit. Remy Martin. Okay. Well, let's have a look what that is then, Papa Ron. My old chestnut. Yeah, it's a brandy, Remy Martin. I brought my grandmother a bottle of 5-star Remy Martin home from sea once in a suitcase, and I thought it was expensive. Even in duty free, it was expensive. All right then, Papa Ron. Thank you, my brother. Dave Knuckles, what's happening, my brother? What about 24/7 live YouTube web chat? Right, okay. Now, Dave, you listening? Done it. The first 24-hour flat Earth TV station in the world. We did. It was myself. It was called FETV. And it started late 2015 and it ran through into 2016. Myself, Ace McLeod, Nathan Oakley, Jeff Stewart, run it. It was 24 hours of 24 hours debate. We had so many guests you wouldn't even imagine. Back in the day, it was fantastic. But what happened? Oh, and GeoShifter was running it with us. But we all got really tired. People weren't turning up because they were basically laying in, too shattered, doing it 24-hour. And it got broken up then, and then basically somebody else took that format and went and took it off and shilled it to fuck and ruined it all. But yeah, we've already done it. It takes a lot of work, brother. It takes a lot of work. You know, there's some 24-hour ones out there. Globebusters got a 24-hour. They just play their old stuff over and over. And there's always a steady stream of people in there, going in there for a chat and what have you. But, it's just so much work to do 24-hour. I consider it. I consider doing like 8-hour shiftage or something. But yeah, I've done that, been there. And I tell you what, it was bloody good days. It was really good days. So, hi, Wellstra. Oh, this are you, Geo. There you are, my brother, GeoShifter. I'm making a celebration cake. Good days, wasn't they, Geo? I was just telling them about our FETV experience back in the day. It was fantastic, but like I said, it got fucking weird in the end. We were all fucking shattered. It's like, am I on? Are you on? And like nobody knew whose shift it was. So let me mod you up there, son. It's GeoShifter, Nora in the house. Squirrel Sniper, Dave Knuckles, fuck me. All these legendary people in one place at one time. And there's my son, I just modded you up. Welsh Dragon Metals, sub to my son, who's Welsh Dragon Metals. He's been putting some boat videos out. He's a ship's captain. You may have seen me going on his boat sometimes. And Truth Seeker 2, how many mannies are in chat? Do you keep switching accounts and coming back in different ones? I don't do that. Oh, yeah, it's Cognac, Dominic. Yeah, I knew that. Flashy Cognac. Hiya, Alva Billy. What's happening, my brother? Michael Jones, my favourite hobby is vibing with Russian cam models. Oh, that's going to only end one way, that is, Michael. You, unhappy, alone, and with no money. with no money. Okay, they don't love you, Michael, I'm afraid. They think you're a sad wanker. And they're thinking of ways to get your money off you, I'm afraid. So I wouldn't do that if I were you. It's a bad energy. You know, the closest I get to pornography, actually, is like Renaissance paintings. Some of them are rather fruity, but I'll leave it at that, actually, because that's another thing that's burning roses, okay? That's another satanic trait, obviously. That doesn't take a genius to work out that one. So Medi513, sex has nothing to do with love, okay, or anything. It's just like an animalistic, I can't even remember it. Why did I even bother thing if it's to be like that without any love or any affection? It's just, they make people do it. It's the civilization that we live in, isn't it? That it's all just okay to do that, but it's not. It's not. And then you've got to exchange energies with people that are not necessarily good people. And it's a very precarious thing to do, is that. Dennis, good to see you. Hi, Macca. Flat thumbs, double flat thumbs to infinity thrice to you, Denise Jones. Lovely. Yeah, that movie is creepy. The euthanasia scene was too far real. What are you on about? What film is that then, Bandana? Soylent Green is set in the year, I was just going to say 2022. Yeah. Somebody, who was it? Oh, yeah, Mo Sampson sent me a really excited email saying, Martin, have you seen Logan's Run? Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, I seen it in the cinema when it actually came out back in the 70s, because I'm like, you know, that's my age group. And I've seen it about 20 times, and it is fantastic. It is. All that, you know, they're killing them off at 32, so they don't reach 33. And they go into this vortex thing, you know, when they spin them around. And there's no old people. They actually discover Peter Ustinov at a mud-flooded, ruined Library of Congress. He's outside, and they're touching the lines on his face and saying, "Do they hurt?" And he's like, "No," because they'd never seen an old person before. Max Sexton has been doing some good work out there. Don't know who that is. I don't really watch that many YouTubers. Few. I like Justin Pollock is brilliant. He's a real genius. He's brilliant. I love watching him, and he does best music going. He's a little treat. It's a little treat for me. Hippie Shake, are you looking forward to Thursday? I'm going to bring a big, huge crowd over, Hippie Shake, and we're going to see you singing. And what else? Dancing Queen, or whatever. Bit ABBA. We'll see. I can't even remember now, without having to give it all away. So that'll be good. Look forward to that. So yeah, I'll put links out tomorrow. I'm going to be on Jenny's show tomorrow, as I said. Jennifer, who is Ripple Effects, the Meltology lady. There's Mo. There's Mo Sampson. Ugh. So, yeah, the movie ends up with orphan children coming up from underground bunkers, repopulating after mud-flooded world. Yeah, I know. It's mad, isn't it? Proper mud flood film. Indeed, Mo. Ooh. Grant, good to see you, Grant Bennett. Okay, and send us the link. Right, I will, but it's not actually up yet. I've got thumbnails for it, but as soon as Jen puts it out there tomorrow or soon, I will share it out on my channel, community page, and I will share it out far and wide. So we can all get a big gang over there. I'm going to do a showcase presentation on Antiquitech theory, how we think this stuff works, Beltech, and some other aspects of Antiquitech, free energy. So I'm going to be covering that tomorrow. I've been getting a bit of that together. There you are. Zal Moxage, my brother there. It's TTS69. Jen is awesome. So domestic truther, but it shows the ripple effect. I've been there before. Sound? What you mean? Is the sound going funny? Well, anyway, this is a quick visit. Anyway, I'm not stopping for long, guys. As I said, it's just Flat Earth British sulking because he couldn't do a flat a day. I'm going to need my hands now to get my to get a doings together, and we're going to make a coffee. Thanks for visiting, everybody. That was fantastic. Make sure what I might try is thank you, Manny. Is I may go live for like an hour or so before, and then we can all dive over to Jenny's channel and then make a big night of it tomorrow. So I might try for that. Yeah? Sound good? Just like an hour or two, and then we all dive over to Jenny's, and we just have like a big night of Brian splashing. Like join a party. What do you think? Try that. Might try that. I'll work on it. I'll work on it through tomorrow and tonight now. Okay, thank you, Dominic. Much love. Okay, you got to do a funny laugh on your end. Okay, you got to do Ministry of Silly Laughs. Laura, I want to hear your laugh. Lawrence got the best one. He goes, so makes you feel really good as well, having a good but gutty laugh. Which channel is she going to be on, Martin? The Ripple Effect, I think, and that's probably on Domestic Truthers channel, the one that I've looked for it. I was going to share it today in my community post. I couldn't find it, Teresa, but I will look for it and I will share it out. You will not miss it, lovely. And I will share your show before Thursday, probably on Wednesday. Get a big crowd over so you can do your little mods party. So all Flat Earth British and Truther mods, okay, you got a party ongoing coming Thursday. It's the first mods party in YouTube reality, is it? In YouTube realm. Even realm's got the word real in it. Real M. She's had original channels cancelled. I know that. I remember. I followed Jen, Truth Seeker 69, like 2015. She's been on absolutely donkey's years, as Jen. There, yeah, Truth Seeker 69, Jollyman. Thank you for that. So, Kenneth Grindley. I miss army life. I miss the merchant navy, mate, but it's just so deadly that it's just best that I just do, less sea things. That's not true. I do loads of sea things. Excited, hippie, and holistic. Yeah, it's going to be out, Skull, Simon, my brother, on Holistic Media's channel. Keep an eye on all things Flat Earth British, and I will keep you all informed. Yeah, I tell you what, this year's gone super duper quick. I can't believe we're like the 9th of October already. It's just like, I was just getting into the summer, yeah, and now it's fucking gone. Oh no, it's terrible. Oh, thanks, Hippie Shake, you're a diamond. See, we're going to have award ceremony, we are, for ceremony. An awards do, okay? And we're going to, obviously, Squirrel Sliper and Zal and Hippie Shake are going to be in the mix. We'll put all of the mods in a paper bag, all their names. We'll shake it up, and then we'll take out a winner. And the winner will win a big present. It's worth a lot of money. You can't have them all, but a matchmaker. You can have a matchmaker. Just the one. Can't be greedy now, can you? So, I'll send it in the post. Yeah? You can have a matchmaker if you get voted best moderator on Earth. I think that's fair. Not capitalists, are you? No, of course not. And it's the thought that counts, isn't it? I know matchmakers are cheap and what you buy your girlfriend if you haven't got any money. I know this. What you buy for my birthday, man? Matchmakers and a bunch of daffodils. Oh, right. They're nice. Yeah, I know. It's because I love you, innit? Anyway, any more questions? And then I'm going to go because I need to go and do some stuff anyway. And I'm sorry I haven't been around for a week, but I've had busy time this week. It's been crazy. And I have had no time to accumulate stuff properly until today. Not really. Stacey Lynn, what's she saying? Godspeed, you guys. I can't stop crying lately. Heart is so heavy for us all. What? Let's address that, Stacey, babe. No, don't do that. No. Don't cry. Don't cry. You come to Flat Earth British, we'll look after you, okay? I'm like one of the best. In reality, I said it again, right? I've not given a fuck, okay? I understand or overstand that it's all gone to shit. I don't even like going out there in the world really anymore because they're all on joy juice, basically, not to put a finer point on it, and all weird. I've known they were weird, but now they're really fucking weird. And I'm not really from you. And I'm like, you know, I want to cry now as well, Stace. What are we going to do, Stace? No, really, I don't know. But one thing we can't do is drop our vibration, because then you allow them to win. You don't give them your energy. You stay up, you laugh. It's the last thing they want, you do, okay? You don't give them it, okay? You fuck them. Laugh, smile, don't cry, okay? That's my advice to you. And think to yourself, well, you know, I'm not going to give them what they want, because that would be Stockholm Syndrome, and they're gaslighting me, and they're a psychopathic boyfriend who's got one over on you. You're not going to do that, are you? No, you're not. That's right. Don't cry. Makes me unhappy. I nearly cried there. I love cannabis. Okay, I think I'll pin that comment. I love cannabis too. Welsh Dragon Metals. There's GeoShifter. He knows you're a living legend, Geo. I've mentioned you many times to my son, Lawrence. There he is there. Welsh Dragon Metals. What are you laughing at, Lawrence? Anyway, can you do your laugh, Law? I accidentally cut off part of my left thumb a few years ago. That's not funny. Oh, I pledged the remaining part to FEB. Is this a true story? Did you really lose some of your thumb? Are you half thumbing me? Like that? Thumb's mad. Wow. This is some really loving community. The effort. He's only got half a thumb and he just gave it to me. Wow. What does that tell you, guys? Life is a beach. Don't put a globe on my thing, Moon Peach. Yeah? Don't do that. No, life is Shell Beach. Okay, you never fucking get there. Thank you for linking up my son. Make sure to sub to him. Give him a few subscribers. He's trying to get to 2,000. I am a carpenter, Rockstar. Are you? That's a nice little job, innit? Playing your music, doing a bit of sawing. It's not bad, carpenter's work. And it's wood, isn't it? It's like, it's good. It's just warm. I dig that. I dig that. That's okay. I miss Miami Life, Kenneth. Oh, don't worry. Listen, Kenneth, time will come when you can get out there and kill loads of fuckers. Bombs, guns, all that shit will be totally permissible in the future, where sex and violence are the new gods. You'll be down for all that. I know you will. So, yeah, don't worry. You won't miss Army Life. They'll call you into the local militia. You know, to round people up, to go to all the jab, to go to concentration camp. Obviously, this has been some sort of great big job interview for who's going to survive the reset. Obviously, this has been some sort of vetting, like what they do at the selection process at Auschwitz. The governments have just played Dr. Mengele. You can go that way, you can go that way. That way, the joy juicers. That way, the people who are not stupid as fuck. Okay, which ones do you think they will keep? Well, I'll tell you, the ones that have just already had the joy juice, it doesn't take a genius to work out that they already sort of lost the game at the very, very beginning by having the joy juice. I know they're all dropping like little fucking flies, aren't they? Compromised immune systems, bug eyes, can't think, can't do anything really, but appreciate football and other stuff that is just bullshit and wank, yeah? Oh, come back to bed, Martin. No thanks, lovely wife, no thanks. It's Saturday, come back to bed. No thanks, I gotta meet the boys. I've got to meet the boys, okay? Because we're all going to watch men kick a ball up and down a field, okay? And then they all get in the bath later, together, okay? So thanks for the offer of hot sex this morning, Angel, but I'm going off to meet the boys. Is the culture, we have today. Anyway, I'm going to meet the boys and watch football. Football is wank, Dominic says. I've only got a few things, battery life on my phone at the moment. Yeah, it's big wank, but I've only got one hand. So it's a one-handed big wank. Okay. I'll do it. I'll do big wank. Come on, they shouldn't be paid shit. Yeah, they should pay them YTS £25 a week for kicking a football up and down. Save all of that money. You know, I know they're good for the prostitute and cocaine industries. They're probably their main suppliers of money to that industry. But I'm just saying, they shouldn't have any of that. Yeah, they should have the same as the bin men. They get paid pretty well. The refuse collectors, pay them the same as refuse collectors. Give all of that other money to everybody else. Us, poor people. Yeah? There's plenty of them. Soldier is in the house, yeah. Hey up, Matt. Nice surprise, even though it is a nice surprise, Mel, but I've been on an hour and I just not even presenting anything because I'm on my mobile phone. I've only got a couple of battery things left in it, charge. Ooh. Excuse me. Excuse me, stay by there. I'm coming back right now. Charger. So I was just saying, Mel, that weird stuff that was on the beach, that blob. Some guy lives in Surrey and says it's indicative of the South Wales coast. This one stream, and it's some rare, really rare, sort of limestone, apparently. So, but it could be like whale vomit that has been solidified in the cliff face. Okay. So I got a charger ongoing, fine, that's fine. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Right. Let me see who's there. No, I'm not going to be stopping, so sorry about that. And like I said, I'm just chucking my shit out there because I haven't been here for flat a day and I'm feeling bad about it. But we're going to try and do a good big show tomorrow because I'm over in Jenny's, okay, on the Ripple Effect. I'm guessing she's 6 o'clock Central. It's going to be around midnight, something like that for us. So I'll try and do a little vlog beforehand. No, I will make major efforts, okay? So that's what we're doing. We're having a fantastic Flat Earth British party tomorrow, and then all diving over Jen's channel to carry her on if you're up late, okay? Hi, Sonia. How the devil are you, lovely? Sonia Testament in the house. Yiska Avon, American football is a big satanic cult ritual. No shit. Look at their halftime bands. They have like, I was going to say Motorhead. They didn't have Motorhead. They're Madonna. Madonna with her horns and her gimps or whatever they are that follow around. Oh, it's a weird fucking culture. I can't stand it. I'm so old-fashioned. It's just me. Maybe I should just embrace it and just learn to overstand that, you know, if they want to identify themselves as a skinny chick, fucking let them. Even if they are a fat, balding, middle-aged man. Who am I to even bother? I don't even give a shit. In fact, I actually don't give a shit. They can do what they fucking want. As long as they keep that shit away from my shit, everything is going to be cushy. I was in town centres. What, my town centre? Was you, Kenneth? I didn't see you. It's not illegal for NFL to fix the games. Oh, come on. Come on. They're all fixed, squirrel. Horse racing, football matches. It's like, oh, Butterfingers, you just let that ball in. The goalie's like, no, I did try and save it. No, you never. They said they'd give you 50 grand if you let it fucking slide in. How many times has that happened? Fucking Maradona hand a God goal. Oh, he scored a goal. Yeah, he was with his hand. No, it wasn't. Wrestling, oh my God, yeah. But the thing I got told about wrestling, I complained about wrestling, and I had an email about it from an American saying, Martin, wrestling's not gay. You have to know the history and the background. You have to be an insider, know the history of each of these people, what they've been through in life and stuff. And I'm like, so, you know, I patiently listened to the email thinking, yeah, yeah, I can see that. I used to watch boxing. We used to have a thing in Britain called, basically, World of Sport. And he used to have this guy on there called Dickie Davis. And he was a bit of an old perv, was Dickie Davis. They used to have this woman, or women, they used to come over with the papers. You know, the papers you shuffle and, you know, straighten. And she used to go, you are Dickie. Boof. And, like, literally slap him in the face with her very ample breasts. And this happened 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock every Saturday afternoon. I was always look up to my mother and go like, well, that happens every week. Is that normal? This has nothing to do with sport, is it, man? So after that happened, right, they used to have wrestling with Giant Haystacks and Big Daddy. Now, Big Daddy, he never had a willy. I don't know what happened. They had these things on that, you know, just like leotards for men. And he was a big cunt, but smooth bits. But his real name was Shirley Crabtree. He even had a chick's name. No willy, chick's name. So I'm calling Big Daddy out as possibly having a lady garden. Who else? Now, and after that, the wrestling, we used to have the horses results, which I used to sit through because, I don't know, life was really shit in Britain and it seemed to go with the shitness. And then I used to have the football results while I was eating my tea, which would be really lovely because my mother did lovely teas. Okay, so on a Sunday. Sunday tea. Salmon sandwiches with blancmange or bird's trifle, homemade bird's trifle for afters. How'd you like that? Nice? Don't be chill. And then they'd have the football results. So it was the Scottish football results, because everybody in Wales really needs to know the Scottish football results. So it's Queen of the South 4, 4-4. I would be like, what did he just say? 4-4. Because Forfar are a town, and Forfar scored 4. So you have Rangers versus Celtic. Okay, so I'm not going to call a score between them because I don't want to cause any war in Scotland or anything. Motherwell. Yeah, remember Motherwell? Oh, another well word, Motherwell. Yeah. Versus Partick Thistle. Partick Thistle. And they always seem to do pretty well in the Scottish League because every Sunday I was forced to watch the Scottish fucking football results. I got quite a knowledge for the Scottish Football League. So, yeah, I always wanted to know how Kirkpatrick were doing against Queen of the South, 4-4. So after that, Dickie Davis would round it up. The lady would come over, again banging him in the face with her ample breasts, giving him his paperwork, which we would shuffle. He would shuffle Dickie. But he would be, because it's Dickie Davis, he would like... That was the sound of his willy snoring, because it's Dickie Davis. And then it would go on to the weather and news. The weather and news, yes. Plane crashed in Taiwan today. 1 trillion people were killed. And then they have the weather. The weather was good back in the day. They used to have little sticky things that you put on a map and they used to fall off. So you could have literally put a little rain cloud. Yeah, we never had digital back when I was a kid, guys. We had sticky stuff on our weather maps. No globes, sticky ones. Stick a rain cloud, stick a lightning on your... You're probably too young, or most of you, to remember or know even what I say. I'm digging that right now. Anyway. Good job I didn't cover Cooking with Delia or Nigella Lawson, because that would be very wrong to mention her on a Flat Earth British vlog. So, did you enjoy Match at World of Sport? Did you know about it? Well, you do know. That is British culture for you guys. It was fan-fucking-tastic. Dickie is really an old softie. Oh, Lou, I like Dickie Davis. He's an old softie. Like I just said. That's why they had him there. No, that's Match of the Day, which is also voodoo. Because that sound, yeah, you got to, don't do that. They had the ice cream van going round doing Match of the Day for years. It brainwashed everybody, yeah, to buying ice cream. Although, admittedly, I would have wanted an ice cream anyway, and it did help. I love test cards. Do you, Squirrel? I used to do top trumps. I'm brilliant at them. You'd never beat me on a cubic capacity of, say, a certain speedboat. 30 minutes to Globebusters, so I'm going to be probably going over there. It's what I usually do on a Sunday. It's part of my Flat Earth British tradition thing, which I've been doing for years. One thing you do know when you watch Globebusters is it's a fucking Sunday. And it's starting to feel like a Sunday. I used to hate Sundays. Do you know what reminds me of Sundays? Moses on the telly, Charlton Heston. Okay. My mother upstairs making ill noises. Okay. Me and my sister diving into the drinks cabinet. This is Sundays. Okay. And what else reminds me of Sunday? The Sunday tea was nice. I could do with one of them now. I don't know, because the telly finished like 11 o'clock on a Sunday in Britain. You know, everyone had to fuck off to bed at fucking 12 o'clock because we didn't have any nighttime telly. Till like the 80s come along and they give us Channel 4 and S4C, and then we had the Tube, yeah, which was brilliant. Okay, Kenneth, I miss oh, fuck me. Kenneth, we know. Don't miss it so much. It's not that good. I don't know, it might be. I probably miss it. Miss the smell of the napalm in the morning. Miss the smell of the gun grease. Miss the smell of their tears. Hi, Viv. What's happening, lovely? Martin Liedker and everyone in chat. Watching with around 120-minute delay. You are talking about animals not being aware of death. Well, this came from Mel. Okay. I'm not so sure, like I said, about fish. I don't know. I've seen a lot of like animals like looking like they're shitting themselves because they might die, but like they don't spend their whole life miserable because they're like, oh fuck me, you know. Say you just like took a whole load of mushrooms and then you was like fixated on shit, I'm gonna die soon. Yeah, that could wreck your buzz, couldn't it? Yeah. Animals don't do that. They don't do that. They don't wreck their buzz. Yeah, they're always on a buzz. They're like, oh fuck, that sucks. I wonder what I'll die of. Wonder if it'd be agony. Wonder if I'll be alone. Wonder if I'll poo myself. Wonder if I'll have a snot bubble. Can you imagine that, though, if he was dead? A snot bubble. Going in and out, and then it would stop and then just burst. He's dead now. I got told, talking about dead, so drown if you're going to die, right? That's a good way. Drowning's nice. It's like on a sleep. When you die, right, your Brian takes ages to die. The electrical responses, they're active for ages. Okay, your years are the last thing to go. So do you know when all your family around the bed saying, I never liked him. He was always a bit of a cunt. I never liked him, Mabel. I couldn't fucking stand him. So when they're all like round the bed saying, you got a few quid though. I wonder where he keeps it. I heard he keeps it in a biscuit tin in the floorboards. Let's get over his house quick now. You're lying there, but you're dead, so you can't move. But you can hear all of it thinking, you scheming bitches, you're never going to get my fucking money because it's not under the floorboards in a tin anymore. I stashed it somewhere else. Nobody will ever get it. But he's so clever, right? The guy that died and heard all of this, who's not me, that he's remembered all of this. He's come back and been reincarnated, okay? He's gone back to the same town. He's waited 16 years. He's left himself a message throughout time, which is now, which is no problem whatsoever. And he's gone to that tin's original location, or the replacement location of the original one, to get what was in it. But he found out the money inside then was no longer any good because they changed the currency, so we had to take it to the bank. None of that is a true story, but it would be a really good story if it was true. Tramp's Moon Peach, Tramp's Tears are an they're an excellent lubricant. Tramp's Tears. I was going to say something then, but I can't because it's like basically it's really, really rude. And there's women present and stuff and everything. Martin! Hi! Or not, as the case may be. But I had something to go with that about lubricating and tears. All in one sentence as well. It was really, really good. But I have abstained. But you probably get the idea anyway. Some of you by now, wouldn't you? I don't know. Shut up, man. Right, Mercury tetrograde. Mercury Trismegistus. Okay, Mercury. We can call you Trismegistus or you Hermes to your friends. Okay. He will have the stuff. He will have the stuff. What? Tramp's Tears? You can try it out and sniff it. Sniff Tramp's Tears. Matt, what do you say to the new Hibla Trail Fluvid? Well, I watched a bit of it, but it was like basically I know most of all of that about COVID, and I basically, if you watch Flat Earth British, you must admit that I didn't give a flying fuck for the whole 5 years, and I didn't bang on about it because I wasn't going to do their job for them because I knew it was a psyop from the very beginning. So basically, I watched a little bit, and then it disappeared and got banned. But yeah, it was good, well production, but like, you know, I'm more in the I need to learn camp. I watched a video yesterday, which was really good. Bit of anyway, 20 minutes or so. I watched the rest. Somebody sent me concerning before Noah's Ark, the world, and from a hidden text, and really into that. And I'm reading something else as well. So I got a lot ongoing. Welcome to Munchkin Land. Well, what are they saying, Mercury? Munchkin. Yeah, each family, each friend. Munchkins, the little orange bastards. It's probably a message in why the lion had no courage, why the Tin Man had no heart, and why the Scarecrow had no brain. There's got to be a clue in with that for some reason. You know, and they don't even cure him. It's like, because it's post-hypnotic suggestion and it's the old placebo. I gave you a diploma, Scarecrow, and then he starts banging off fucking, I don't know, Euclidean geometry or whatever he did in the film. He's like, oh, the square root of 5, 6, 7. But, you know, they never actually gave him a brain. So he had the brain anyway. But he had the belief that he had a brain. Same with the courage as well of the lion. So probably more a message than a clue. Don't know. But the Scarecrow had a pistol. Oh, Toto is nicest thing in that film. The little dog. Yeah. And it's like flat earth as fuck, that film. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Where they on about? Toto Africa. Yeah, Honor, but that was the only record that I know of Toto. Does anybody know of any other Toto records? It is a good record, though. They played here once in town. I think they were supporting Dire Straits or someone. But I could hear them. Me and Lance listened to a recut Foreigner album the other day. And guess what? That was really good. It was really good. It was really well produced as well. Got to be in the mood for Foreigner, though, I admit. I know, it's a bit like, you know, Love Rocky. But, you know, hold the line. All right. Okay, I will give you that. Hold the line. Yes, Toto did hold the line. I'll give you that one. So they did 2 hits. Okay. They give you 2 hits. Okay, I'll give you that. Okay, well done. You win it. You win a matchmaker. Okay. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Like me a like. Catch me catch. Who sang that? That wasn't a Q-Tips. Yes, that's right. It was 4 Tops. Love isn't always on time. Love isn't always on time. I've been waiting for a girl like you. Was that Foreigner? Come into my life. Yeah, fuck yeah, it was Foreigner. Foreigner was good. The Demi Rouge Tractor shirt, Mercury. Let me tell you something, my old chestnut. He's pussy. They're all pussies. They're all pussies compared to Flat Earth British think tank. Don't be scared. B, not give a fucking. Yeah. Bring it. Bring it, Pussy Demi Rouge. Yeah. It's always sounded like a pussy name. Anyway, it sounds like a girl's name. I bet he slaps. And masturbates all the time. That might not be true. That might be true with the Demi. I don't want to be defaming the devil in any way, because that would be wrong. I saw a girl dance to the entire Foreigner concert. Oh, wow. I bet that was fantastic, Mark Trom. Entire concert. Wow. That's something to see, I haven't seen a really big gig in ages. There's a few bands that I want to see, even though the Illuminati's and all of that, but they talk crap. But there are a few bands that I still want to see. Bucket lists are stupid, isn't they? That's like, just putting your hands up and saying death's a thing. Oh, I want to do this and I want to do that before I fucking die. Shut up. Just be quiet and go away already. Fucking bucket lists. I could do all my bucket lists in one fucking morning. In fact, I do. Ow! Fucking twatted my knee. Sorry, God. Whoever I just slagged off. I want to see King Crimson. King Crimson can go fuck himself, brother. I'm not being funny. He's married to... It's a mystery. Oh, it's a mystery. Toya Wilcox. So there's a thing on the YouTube every Sunday where you have to see that guy, Phil, I think his name is, out of King Crimson. Okay, I'll give it to you that they were good. Out of King Crimson with Toya Wilcox. They talk about get your mask on, don't catch any germs. They tell you, on your way home, don't go to the ice cream parlour, go and get a test and go get a jab. So they do that. They've been like pushing it since day one, and now they've given her a tour. Now she's on tour with fucking ABC and all of the other 80s bands. Fucking no. Let's not slag off Rick Kershaw though, shall we? Okay. That was the thinking man. That was the thinking man's juice right there, wasn't it, Nick Kershaw? Maybe not. But I do like Nick Kershaw. Sickening. It is sickening. This world is sickening. It is sickening. Hippie. Profound statement, my love. Robert Flip and Toya. Yeah, Robert Flip. Yeah, it's very sad. I'm glad you concur. But yeah, Robert Flip, that's his name. Yeah, he was the main guy, wasn't he, King Crimson? But I appreciate they were a good band, and I appreciate they would be probably good live. I want to see Radiohead. They haven't toured in years. And I really do like Tom Falk. I think he's an alright guy. I really do. He don't have nothing to do with rock and roll. He thinks they're all cunts. He's stated there on one of his not many interviews. So I quite like that. And this place is foul, D'Angelo. I did want to see Depeche Mode, but that guy's fucking way up the devil's bum. He's even got the devil's ring on his hands. What the devil give him? So that's a no-no. In Excess of Dead, so can't see them. Pink Floyd, I don't want to see Roger Waters or any of them ever again. Roger Waters is on the pushing the fucking CC, and he's pushing the old Tovid. So they've got to be good bands I want to see. See all them bands like Guns N' Roses and all that, I couldn't give a shit about. I wouldn't want to see any of them. I couldn't give a fuck. Oh, who can I see? Someone really good. Really good. I'd like to see Emerson, Lake and Palmer, but one of them's dead. And I'd like to see Neil Young. Neil Young is a real truth there. I love a bit of Neil Young. Ohio. Wardead in Ohio. So I would like to see Neil Young. King Crimson with 3 drummers was awesome. Oh, guess what, Sonri? Me and my son were listening to an Adam and the Ants album last night called Something with White Socks. And it was an album I've never listened to. And very innovative. It was experimental music. And there was a few really brilliant tracks on it. Really brilliant tracks. Adam and the Ants, he had 2 drummers, didn't he? Remember Adam and the Ants? You know all that Prince Charming and Ant Music. That album, Ant Music, was not their best album. Honestly, that album me and my son listened to was like, we were both like that. So this is really fucking good production. It's like, I know. And the lyrics were really good as well. Reminded me a bit, because he was a Cockney by nature, reminded me a bit of like Squeeze. The lyrics in Squeeze, Up the Junction. Do you ever hear Up the Junction? Brilliant track. The look of love, it's a look. ABC, that's the look of love. Yeah, they're doing this tour thing in October, all the old 80s bands. They basically give them all a few quid because they all towed the party line with the Tovid. All of these bands that basically pushed all of that, they've all got tours. Liam Gallagher, they give him a fucking tour with loads of big speakers and big screens and 40,000 each fucking time. Tyler Arnold, what are you saying? Let's have a look. Now, Avril Lavigne, yeah, she has to be on the Crown, right? Because, like, when Avril Lavigne came out, yeah, that was 15 to 20 years ago. Yeah, now she's doing a tour in stadiums, Avril Lavigne, and she looks like a kid. She looks exactly the fucking same. What's going on with that? What's going on with Avril Lavigne? Why does she look so fucking young? She's not a switcheroo. She's too small and petite. She's definitely a girly. I knew Pink had a knob before any of this trans investigation malarkey came along, guys. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's meaning, Pink. So I knew that. Replace D'Angelo. No, we're not live, Mighty Atom. No, we're not live. I'm in yesterday, when all my troubles seem so far away. See, all that fear stuff is wank. I like, if anything does come into my head, like, oh, Matt, you could get killed and all of that, because I'm, like, proper psychotic, I get, like, that would be a fucking scream. That would be a wicked laugh. So I'm more like that mode. And because I conduct my reality that way, it becomes magical. My life becomes a magical experience because I don't really fear the same as other people fear because, well, not to put a finer point on it, I'm not shitless. So there you go. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Oh, I used to love fanfare for... Oh, Jeff Beck. Yeah, Jeff Beck's good. I seen him doing that thing with Johnny Depp. I seen that. So what do you think about Johnny Depp then? He did that psyop with Amber Heard. It's a bit like Alex Jones's court case, wasn't it? It's all set up, isn't it? He's a bit of a hippie, isn't he? He dresses all scruffy, but I don't know. He's definitely got to be one of them. Gaga, yeah, I seen a photograph of her the other day. She's not a man, she's a man and a woman. She exhibits both, those. She's Aphrodite, so she got like, I don't know, Fanny and a little willy. I don't even know. Apparently. Don't quote me. Don't quote me on. I'm no expert. The great immortal illustrious Sagacity. Oi, good to see you. Love your handle. It's really good. It's really good. It's fun. Okay, let me have a look. Poison arrow. Shoot that poison arrow through my heart. That was ABC. That was good. Temptation. Got me higher and higher. Temptation. So they got like, I was like quite a big fan of Depeche Mode when they got good after the Violator album. And then they went all super fantastic, but like your own personal Jesus era and all that. Oh, I thought they were fucking brilliant. But now I look at him and he's like, wow, you're such a little bitch. I got that buzz with all of them. Damon album. Fucking little bitch. All them bands, like, I used to like Massive Attack. Can't listen to them. Prodigy, not really. It's a bit demonic, isn't it? I used to love Groovemada. Can't listen to them anymore. Fucking demonic. So I've had to really change. I haven't listened to any Beatles tracks in a couple of years. Surprisingly, because I was big on the Beatles. I haven't listened to any Beatles tracks in years. I do listen to the odd Pink Floyd album. Probably just Metal and Obscured by Clouds. And occasionally The Wall. Quite occasionally. Only sometimes. So yeah, I got Vet My Music, Terribly Tramps. Oh, there you are. Sorry, Mel. Right, I got to go soon, guys, because basically I got to get my shit together and I'm going to go watch Glowbust in 10 minutes is what I do, and I need a cup of coffee. So thank you for popping by. My mobile phone is on only a couple of percent. That'll be all right. Okay, thank you all for coming. That was me just saying hi. Are we there yet? Oh, yeah. So when you're in a car going, are we there yet? 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 Well, I feel like that at this moment with this truth in palaver. Okay, is are we there yet? It's like, you know, I'm always in this camp that I would like to do a lot more. I like, you know, I was traveling on a bus like yesterday with my son, and I was like, fuck me, this bus is boring. I said out loud, within 2 minutes, the bus nearly ran over a homeless guy. The homeless guy attacked the bus, another guy attacked the driver, and then he threw his energy drink at the window, nearly smashing it. I was like, yeah, all right, that's better. And then the bus moved off, and then it got really boring again. I can appreciate you can't have moments like that constantly for entertainment. But it was funny that, like, I just mentioned how boring it was, and a minute later, you know, basically chaos ensued. So I sort of manifested that, I think. I do get bored. Yeah, I get bored easy. It's not a good thing, really. I gotta keep myself really complicated, guys. My mind is like, I got to think about a lot of stuff. I really do. I can't sit and stagnate. I have to do stuff. I'll go nutty. And like I said, I need, I need to be inspired. You lot are really brilliant, though. You lot are inspired me, and your emails are fantastic. And the love always inspires me and makes me feel like, well, I'm so glad I'm doing this, because that's lovely. But I need to do other stuff. I need to do other stuff as well. Yeah, I want to do some new stuff as well, because I fear that I'm getting like a broken record. Your vibe, bing, ping. Let's light up, shall we? Let's light up as fabulous human beings. You are all super fantastic superhumans. I'm so proud of you all. I know pride is a sin, but, you know, it hit me the other day when I wrote that little message to Michael. It put a lump in my throat about, like, when I put a little message out, because I was like, in my mind, it's like, if he's one of us, like, he's a fucking legend. And it's like that we're all superhuman, and what we do, all of us, even just by being here and talking your truth, you know, you're just part of going against them. And, you know, part against what they did to consciousness. We're bringing consciousness back to us, is what I'm saying. And that's very, very important. Very important. You should never underestimate how important your work is in truthing, guys, any of you. So Neil C, the Major, the Just Soldier, special brew, out of fashion now. Yeah, don't drink special brew. Someone was saying on a comedy show the other night, isn't it funny how homeless people drink a beer called Tennent's? It's really weird. Let me mod you up, Brian. Oh, sorry, I couldn't do it. I had to switch accounts. There you are. Oh, there you are. Modded you up there, Brian. Back in. Hope everything's well with you as well. Amy, good to see you, lovely. So there. Hope you're all happy and get nice little tickly feelings in the belly. That thing's a love thing. Don't worry. Going to check Goldbusters. Oh, and me, Tyler, and me. Everyone's going to dive off anyway in a minute. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I will be back ASAP, guys, all right? As soon as I've written all that out into a narrative. I'll get on that computer in there and bring it up. Try and do it tomorrow night before Jenny's show. Okay, keep an eye on my community page and you find out what is happening. Okay, so remember, tomorrow, Ripple Effect, Monday night, and Small Flat Earth British. Okay, thank you, Sonia, darling. Thank you, Chanyan. Much love to you. Thank you, Mark Trom. Thank you, Hippie Shake Teresa. Thank you, my brother Brian, Alva Billy, Zal Moxage, Dave, my brother. Thanks for commenting on Lawrence and keeping an eye on him. Amy as well. Manny, my brother, who's good at sharing and everything. He's awesome. And Michelle Cove. Ciao, y'all. Ciao. Anyway, I'm going. Peace and love. And satellites are not a thing. Bye.